sais qui je suis depuis très longtemps. C'est une chance, mais c'est aussi une douleur. C'est pour ça aussi que je sais que je t'aime. Je t'aime pour ce que tu es, pour ce que tu penses.
I mean, the movie is based on the imaginary life of what my father remembered of the life of his father, so my grandfather, who was an actor. So the story is about like a young actor who lives very like in a poor way, and then he left his wife with a kid, and then he starts a new life with an actress who doesn't work. So this is, you know, a mixture of... but it's very Romerien, hein, comme as a movie. You know, it's very like... This is what I told yesterday to the audience. It's a very French movie. Because I was telling to everyone that I have a friend who is not French, and then I wanted to show him my favorite movies. You know, my favorite love movies, French favorite love movies, Claude Sautet, François Truffaut. And at the point he showed me that it's always the same story. I said, yes, French story. When I was 6 years old, I played on a movie. I mean, if we can call it like played, because I was 6 years old, and it was my grandfather, my mother, my father, and the ex-girlfriend of my father. So everybody, you know. So it's a kind of a circus work.
Right.
And then after I did the first movie with my father, was the Regular Lovers. I was 19.
2006.
And it's like, you know, we have the Circus Bouglione in Paris, which, you know, it's a circus. And then all the family is working for the circus because this is the way they live, you know, this is the way they win money. So, you know, it's mixed to the real life.
Right.
It's the way that my father is winning his life, his money, the way I'm living also. So there is a distance also. It's not so mixed. But the fact that I know him, and the fact, you know, I can be, you know, I know the project since the beginning, so I know the first lines of the project, and then when we shoot, for example, we go to see the projection because he edits the movie in the same time he shoots it. So we see the editing when we shoot, so this is why sometimes we can say, okay, we missed this and this and this scene, so we reshoot after, you know. You know, he let also the actors and also me sometimes, you know, say what he thinks, because he works as a painter, Philippe, you know. You know, some of the directors, I said that, you know, they are failed artists. For example, they are like painters, you know, failed painters, failed writers. Right. And I think my father is a failed painter. So he takes the cinema as a painter.
Like Jacques Rivette.
Exactly. Jacques Rivette may be a bit, Maurice Pialat, for example.
Like Maurice Pialat. Yeah,
he's a failed painter because you can see in his works that he's full of
that's why he did the movie on Van Gogh.
Exactly, I think. And this festival is very, I mean, cool because, you know, they show movies like in Abu Dhabi, in this big palace that nobody could even imagine when they are making them that Emirati would see. You know? Because I think this is the first time that I see a movie I worked on like showed in a different civilization. I mean, there is like festival in India. This is the first time that I see like a movie I played on like showed on Emirati. In this new movie of Philippe, he let the actors, because, you know, he works also. Philippe is a big fan of Bresson, who wrote a movie against the actors. So it's a difficult, I mean, it's for sometimes in France, you know, people on the French cinema school, when they read some Bresson notes sur le cinématographe, and they said, no actors, only model.
Right.
It's very difficult to them after, because Robert Bresson's cinema is fantastic.
Right.
But Philippe also is, you know, is influenced also by Bresson. So because Bresson, he wanted to see people on screen, not actors playing people.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
So this is why he wanted to ask to non-professional actors to play in this film. So sometimes Philippe is a bit scared also with actors in general, because he comes from this idea of cinema. But this time, but after, you know, he was teaching and the drama school, the way of cinema, so he's much more like close to the actors, and he read so much Stanislavski's book, so he respects the work of actors. But in this time, you know, we work with an 8-year-old actress.
Yeah.
She's not actually that she slaps me. You saw that in the trailer. But she also, you know, she's very free, and then he could see that a young woman like this could improvise on the subject. So some of the scenes are more free than d'habitude. Comment dire d'habitude? From the other movies, I can see. So because when we started the movie, I mean, the movie before was Un été brûlant, A burning hot summer, and I said to Philippe, this is like a peinture à l'huile. This is an oil painting. Let's do like an aquarelle. How do you say an aquarelle in English? You know, this kind of
watercolor?
Watercolor painting. I said, let's do watercolor painting. I would love to do watercolor painting. Then I'm working on the movie directed by Bertrand Bonello, who did Les Apollonides, who was in Cannes like 2 years ago, and it's a biography, a kind of a dream biography of Yves Saint Laurent.
Oh, wow.
So he has, so I played the lover of Yves Saint Laurent, and he was the lover of Yves Saint Laurent and Karl Lagerfeld at the same time. So it's the story about this period of full of destruction and creation in the same time, and then this is the story of Yves Saint Laurent
Set in the 60s?
in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, and 90s also. You know, it's like a big the period of the life of Yves Saint Laurent.